Get away from the door.
A woman left her car unlocked outside her house in May of 2018. Unfortunately, a man rummaged through the car and stole her purse and a few other belongings. Inside the purse, he discovered a bundle of keys. He then comes up to her front door and spends several minutes trying all the keys to try to gain access, all while the woman was sleeping inside. Luckily, none of the keys were house keys, so he had no luck. Eventually, the man notices the doorbell camera and leaves abruptly, purse tucked neatly under his arm. Can you imagine what could have happened if there was a house key in that set? In May 2020, at the start of the COVID lockdown, homeowner Raymond Hawkins opened his door to an alleged delivery driver dropping off a parcel around 9:40 p.m. The driver claimed he had to take a picture of the package at the homeowner's front door. Noticing nothing wrong, Raymond had his guard down. As he reached to pick up the package, the fake delivery driver rushes him, and 3 other armed men rush inside. The terrifying scene inside plays out as Raymond and his wife struggle with the invaders. After several minutes, the invaders leave with thousands of dollars worth of items, leaving Raymond and his sons with non-life-threatening injuries. 2 of the invaders were later arrested. Anthony Lascalis and Christopher Sargent were charged with aggravated burglary and possession of a knife, but the other 2 were never found. On August 10, 2021, a woman drove home from work, opened her apartment door, and entered her house. But before she could close the door, a masked man forced his way inside with his accomplice not far behind. Held at gunpoint, the woman gave the men her car keys and they drove off with her car. A man places an order on Uber Eats and later hears a knock on his door. Thinking his meal has just arrived, he opens his door to 5 men in hoodies and black jackets with bats. Thanks to his fast reflexes, he slams the door and locks it, which prevents the men from gaining access. At 3 a.m. in a residential area, 2 masked men knock at a door claiming to be from the Chicago Police Department. The homeowner notices this on his phone, which prompts him not to open the door, but to communicate only through the camera's speaker.
Can I help you?
At this point, the homeowner was sure they were imposters trying to get into his home.
CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions.
I'm sorry?
CPD, we need to ask you a couple questions. May you please step to the front door, please?
CPD.
Yes, this is CPD. We would like you to step to the door, please.
Can I see a badge?
We would like you to step to the door, please, sir. I don't have to show you my badge, sir.
He called the real CBD as they continued trying to get him to open the door. The imposters left before the police arrived and were never identified, but it's fortunate he didn't open the door, as who knows what these 2 were actually up to. In 2020, this doorbell footage captures a male moose who decides to stop and shake off a little stress. Out of nowhere, its massive 5-foot antlers snap off, spooking the moose as it trots away, feeling suddenly lightheaded. The homeowner, who witnessed the incident on his camera feed, couldn't wait to get home and show off his new trophy. At 12:15 a.m. in October 2019, a Ring doorbell cam was watching over a neighborhood in Westchester, Pennsylvania, when suddenly a car crashed and then ping-pongs off several other vehicles before coming to rest at the other side of the street. What was once a peaceful neighborhood became an orchestra of car horns as the driver miraculously exits the totaled vehicle and begins running down the street. He made it about 50 feet before officers caught up to him and took him into custody. It was later discovered that the man sped away from the troopers after being stopped for running a stop sign. He probably should have just taken the ticket. In September of 2018, this doorbell cam captured a man wearing a bulletproof vest at 2 in the morning. The intoxicated-looking man walked barefoot to the door, rang the doorbell, and tried to cover the door cam with his hand. Inside the home, the homeowner grabbed her 2 children and sought safety in the bathroom, immediately calling the police and her husband, who was out of town for work. The police arrived 25 minutes later, and the man was charged with aggravated assault. The daughter of the convicted man had recently stayed with the homeowner's daughter, claiming that she was afraid of her father. A Ring doorbell cam caught footage of 2 masked men trying to break down the door of a home late at night. But later, a single man starts coming back, leaving us to wonder, why does he want to get in that house so bad? At 2 a.m., a man was awakened by his phone alerting him of motion detected at his front door. Understandably shaken by the alert, he grabbed his phone to see live footage of a giant spider flexing its muscles for the camera. The man cussed at the spider, then turned over, trying to get some sleep before his real alarm goes off. In San Diego, a doorbell cam captures a man claiming to be a salesperson. Upon seeing the man through his phone, the homeowner wisely decides to speak to him through his doorbell speaker.
Residence at 712?
No, you're at the wrong house. This is 721.
Oh, I apologize for that.
The homeowner tells the salesman that he's at the wrong address, who then apologized sheepishly, giving a very rowdy grin. Suspicious about the interaction, the homeowner sent the footage to the police, who confirmed that the acclaimed salesman was connected to almost 20 home invasions and is still at large. A doorbell camera caught footage of 2 individuals following a couple to their front door. Fortunately, the couple went in hastily and slammed the door, forcing the assailants to make a run for it. Unfortunately, they were successful at robbing a person at gunpoint shortly after this incident. But the day after this video's release, the armed man was in custody.